I'm here to talk about Wrexham Council's local development plan, or lack of local development plan, and the repercussions that has when it comes to planning applications and the long-term development of new houses in the Wrexham area, which has caused a bit of controversy in some of our communities. The consequences of these plans going through is that without having a local development plan, in 2011 Wrexham Council approved a local development plan, but several months later it was scrapped by the Welsh Government. The reason being was that they said that there wasn't enough homes planned to be built within the next 10-15 years. Wrexham Council had planned for 8,000 new homes. The Welsh Government said once we need another extra 3,500 new homes. And so as a result, there is no plan. And without a plan, there are going to be consequences for development. Well, I hold the Welsh Government responsible for this. Now, it may not have seen such a major issue at the time, but what we've seen in recent months is we've had planning applications go in for building homes on sites, particularly in Llai, in Pandy and Roast Robin, which are deemed either green belt or outside the settlement limit. And I feel that developers are almost trying their luck because Wrexham Council does not have a local development plan. And this has left many residents anxious that we could have large-scale building developments in Wrexham, which nobody particularly wants. To us, you won't hear me say this often, but I'm very pleased with Wrexham Council's planning committee at the moment, because one of the big developments in Roast Robin went in front of the planning committee and it was actually rejected. The reason being, they wanted to build 111 houses on greenbelt land. So I'm very, very pleased about with the planning committee. My concern is that the Welsh Government's Planning Inspectorate will overturn that on an appeal, and I think that is my concern, and that's why I think that it's important that the Welsh Government listen to the local people, because local people understand the area better than bureaucrats and career politicians in Cardiff. Local people shouldn't just take this, they should please write in with objections to these planning applications. I know many people have done that already. Please keep an eye on Wrexham Council's planning website. When they come up to planning committee meetings, please attend. I know this personally from when I was involved in the Save Haywards Field campaign in Llai. That was Haywards Field is a very much loved green space in Llai. We always felt the odds were against us that housing would be built on there, but local residents fought against this, and at the last minute Wrexham Council's executive board decided to halt this and have an open spaces review, which we'll know more about later on in the year. So I'd say to local people, please don't give up. If you fight hard enough, then you will get a positive result. Now, there is a local development plan due again, perhaps at the end of the year, beginning of next year, but reports suggest that there could be up to 13,000 new homes built in Wrexham. And now, I think that scale of development is a concern for a town such as Wrexham, because we've already got pressures, not just on our building on green spaces, but also on our public services. Now, we've seen public service spending slashed in Wales, and my concern is that that our doctors' surgeries will be pushed to breaking point. We'll have local children who won't be able to get into their local schools, and already our roads in many places are quite gridlocked. So if we have too much of an increase in our local population too soon, then that is going to have a negative effect. So yes to more houses, preferably building on brownfield sites first, but I urge Wrexham Council, I urge the Welsh Government more importantly, not to build too many homes too quickly, otherwise this will have a major knock-on effect.